Many of you have been vocal about how entitled I was, how I misused this man. And I want you to understand that my mission has always been for women, to empower women.
So for those of you who are going on dates just for the food,
Just so broke of you. You're so broke for that.
You taking me to Cheesecake Factory, it better be attached to the mall and we going shopping after. Otherwise, I'm not getting out the car either. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your man, Brandon Gio, one half of Residual Impact, and we have an update. Last week, I uploaded a video regarding this Cheesecake Factory situation where a woman was on a date with a guy and she didn't want to be seen at the Cheesecake Factory because supposedly, according to her, she looked too good for the Cheesecake Factory. So many people were reacting to the initial video and they had a lot to say about it.
if you can't find something you like at Cheesecake Factory, you are the problem. There is nothing wrong with going to Cheesecake Factory on a first date. In fact, I feel like it's low-key thoughtful because when you're still getting to know someone, you don't know what they love to eat yet. And Cheesecake has like 10,000 items on the menu. See, the whole point of going on a date with someone is getting to know them better. Therefore, the food is secondary. So for those of you who are going on dates just for the food,
Just so broke of you. You're so broke for that.
because we all know when you're really interested in someone, the food doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, but some of you sprinkle ladies are taking this entirely too far. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but I watched this entire video that she's talking about. Basically, long story short, there was a woman who was going on a date with a guy and he took her to the Cheesecake Factory. He picked her up in his car. He went around to open the door and she's like, I'm not opening the door because this man took me to Cheesecake Factory. It's recording the whole time, being salty, and she recorded it thinking that people were going to be on her side when in fact, after watching that video, this man was such a gentleman. He had such clear thoughts, and I'm sorry, but she made herself look ridiculous, and I am team guy in this case. There is absolutely nothing wrong with, first of all, a Cheesecake Factory for a first date. Remember, a first date is not a large investment. You should not be dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a first date because you don't know who this person is. You save those for later dates where you pull out all the stops. And I'm sorry, but there's entirely too many girls on here, specifically the sprinkle community, who are like, if a man doesn't take me to a 5-star restaurant, fly me out on a plane, do all these extravagant gifts, I don't want it. Guess what? A man can have a lot of money and treat you like shit. It is not about the money. It is not about the amount of money a man spends on the first date. It is about the company and you getting together and seeing if you connect. Because remember, dating is about collecting data to see if you are compatible in the long term.
If her to sit up like, oh no, this is a chain restaurant. Bitch, if you don't get your dumb ass out the car and eat the damn cheesecake, it might not be your preferred restaurant, but that's a conversation for another time. Get out the car, go on the date. He seemed like a lovely man. And men, not all men don't even want to take us places, right? They'd rather ask you where you at or what you doing than plan a date. And that man planned a date for her. It might not have been the date she wanted, but she didn't have to act like that.
What do I think of the lady who got mad because she was late and her date took her to Cheesecake Factory? He could have done better than Cheesecake. That's all I think. Unless he was going to take her shopping afterwards. That's all I know. Like, if you taking me to Cheesecake Factory, it better be attached to the mall and we going shopping after. Otherwise, I'm not getting out the car either. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't care if I was late. I'm a woman. I can be late. That's
Cap.
That's what I do. But Cheesecake Factory was shopping, she would have got out that car for sure. Okay, I know this is the Cheesecake Factory, but look, it's the mall right behind it. I'm gonna take you shopping afterwards. Let's go. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do.
Now, in my initial video, I questioned whether or not this situation was legit or if it was a skit all done for clout. But one of my viewers, David Moss, commented and he said, oh, it's real. They did an interview. So in searching, I came across 2 videos regarding an update for the situation. Now, some of you guys may have seen the interview that they did and some of you guys may not. Well, for those of you who haven't, I'm going to go ahead and react to what I've seen. And turns out this wasn't a skit.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So let's start by looking at the first video response that she made to all the backlash and all the comments that she received on the initial video that she uploaded when she originally turned down the Cheesecake Factory.
Hey guys, this is Alicia. It's been a while, but there have been quite a bit of things on my mind. I believe that many of you have seen the, now viral video about me choosing to reject the Cheesecake Factory because I wanted more from my date. I want to, let me say this. It's interesting to me that just how a moment in time, right, can shape how so many view you. And so I want to talk about, I'm trying to remember, bear with me guys, I wrote down some notes so I can remember everything I want to say. I watched the comments, the shares that you guys, the opinions that you guys had. And I have reflected on all of them, processed all of them that I was able to read. Many of you have been vocal about how entitled I was.
She definitely came off very entitled in this situation. And a lot of the comments that I've seen, not even just on my video, but a lot of the comments I've seen in response to her antics in the original video that she recorded while she was on her date, told her that very same thing. Told her about the entitlement that she had, her being so childish, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was just a lot. But let's continue.
How I misused this man. And I want you to understand that my mission has always been for women, to empower women, for women to feel respected, cared for, not be misused, or abused, right? I've seen and heard many a horror story, men and women, not just women, men and women. And I wanted to make sure that this was a topic that we brought attention to. Many of you interpreted within, interpretations that I saw. I want you to understand that this was never about exposing or embarrassing anyone. The purpose was to spark discussion, to foster learning and growth, right? But I've seen some interesting interpretations. And it has caused me some more questions. There have been some hurtful comments. People wanting to come for my job. It's interesting to me how angry someone can get about something, things that don't directly affect them, to the point where you want to be harmful, right? All while screaming respect. But because I am one who loves to discuss things, right? who's always open to learn and grow, I've decided to sit down for an exclusive interview with Kevin Wesley.
All right, guys, that is the end of this particular video. It's gotten a little longer than I expected because the video that she recorded in her car was like 5 minutes plus. So I'm going to react to the interview that she and her date had with Kevin Wesley. So shout out to Kevin Wesley. And I'll go ahead and react to it in a different video. If you guys want to see it, you know where to find it. So with that being said, we greatly appreciate you for stopping by and checking this one out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting for? It's absolutely free to do, and it doesn't cost you a dime. Of course, that's what free means, but it doesn't cost you any money to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that notification bell when you subscribe as well. Turn your notifications on to all so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below because we'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything that we talked about here in today's video. And we'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, especially out here in these dating streets. You feel me? Peace.